Oliver, LVMH, the luxury conglomerate, for a long time owned a bunch of the shares of Hermès, a luxury company whose products make LVMH's look positively cheap, and Hermès didn't like it very much. But we've resolved that problem today.
We have, yes. So LVMH owned 23% of Hermès. Hermès didn't like it at all. They didn't like the idea of a competitor on its shareholder register, particularly given that there wasn't much liquidity in the shares anyway. Most of Hermès's shares are owned by a family, and then another 23% stake owned by LVMH, left only a 7% free float. Anyway, as you say, we've resolved this particular spat this morning. LVMH will distribute these Hermès shares to its own shareholders and will leave its own shareholders with the decision of whether they want to own Hermès shares or not.
Well, given that LVMH was never going to get control in the first place, given the family's position on the shareholder roster, what were they doing buying up these shares at all?
Well, it's a very good question. LVMH has always said this was just a very good financial investment, and that they had hoped there might be some sort of operational link, some sort of cooperation between the two companies. That never happened. Hermès was never interested in that.
Hard to imagine what such a link or cooperation would be.
Yes, it is, given that the two operate very nicely independently at the moment. But underlying this, there were thoughts that maybe there could be a takeover in the offing. Despite the family's big holding, maybe LVMH might be able to persuade them to sell out or to do something. Still, LVMH wasn't able to do that, and so it's just been a financial investment for them.
Now, and it's pretty good financial investment, right? They've made their money back 3 times, twice?
Yeah, so they bought the shares in 2010 at an average price of about 106 euros. Hermès shares are now at 240 euros. So a fantastic profit. There'll be a great profit in the books for LVMH. It's, as far as financial investments goes, it's been a very successful one.
So the management of LVMH is to be praised. What does Lex think?
No, not to be praised at all. Yes, it's been a very good financial investment. But if you own shares in LVMH, it's not because you like their skills at buying and selling shares. You don't buy into this because it's an investment company or a share trader. You buy into it because they own and produce and sell luxury goods and luxury goods brands. This is what LVMH is about. It's not a share dealer or a share trader. And if you're an investor, you could have bought shares in Hermès yourself. You don't need to do this via LVMH. The danger here is that LVMH's management, so pleased with their great success at Hermès, decide to start dabbling in shares elsewhere as well.
Thanks, Oliver.